Phoenix Point, terror from the void. We have been fighting for just over 11 weeks, and despite our consistent victories, on a global scale, the Pandorans are winning the war. And so drastic measures are required. We need to find a way to defeat whatever it is that's causing the Pandora virus. We still don't know. Our quest is to find out what is at the root of the Pandora virus and crush it. It has always been our goal. We've been trying to fight them with military power, and despite our success, it's just not working. The Pandorans continue to pull ahead. In a bid to adapt to the ever-changing tactics of the Pandorans, some of our most experienced soldiers are going back and having specialist intensive training to try and increase their skill set in the face of this ever-changing enemy. The leader of a notorious band of raiders has surrendered to a haven, begging for forgiveness. He claims that he woke up in the middle of the night to find that his men had stripped naked and headed out into the desert. There, he says they arranged themselves in a spiral and started scraping off each other's skin with jagged pieces of stone, while repeatedly chanting a word that sounded like Yurgot or Yurugod. He is a messed up individual, and we now have more touched by the void, but Umbra disappear after one turn. Strangely, I haven't seen Umbra for many missions. Bastion Erezu is an independent haven founded by refugees during World War III. It grew to its present size when the surviving nation-states finally collapsed during the Second Mist. It welcomes people with mutations, but is not allied with the disciples of Anu, as its people are generally suspicious of religious leaders. The haven's mayor is one of its first citizens, Fabio Mena. There is something that Fabio requires. My brother Felipe, well, it's a long story, but he disappeared during the first mist, and I've been looking for him. I know what you're thinking, he's dead. But our family, well, we just know. So we reached out to the disciples to see if there's anyone that matches Felipe's description, and it appears that his mutations are quite extensive and he has joined the monastic order of silent contemplation. Fabio's messages were not relayed to avoid his meditation, but the Exalted has allowed the brothers to reunite. How wonderful. The research teams are working around the clock to get some new advanced weapon systems out onto the battlefield that will help even the scales just a little bit. Walls of Jericho is an array of defense measures, physical barriers which improve the defense of all New Jericho havens with little cost. It will increase our reaction time at our home bases as well. Our operatives have been non-stop, and the delirium still remains an issue. It seems now that B1 has bloodthirsty. That's not good. Subject exhibits symptoms of sadistic personality disorder and altered metabolism. He is one crazy banana. Allies lose one will point, but we can devour? Eileen needs treatment, and she now has faster synapses. Less stealth, but start each mission frenzied, showing burst of extraordinary speed and heightened lower brain functions. But can't stop twitching. That's pretty good for a sniper to get into position rapidly.
Research complete.
By applying different stimulations to Specimen 2, we have taught it to release zeta blockers in aerosol or cloud form, which when human is exposed to, dim the excitations of the amygdala associated with oniric delirium incidents. However, the procedure is largely impractical, requiring the afflicted to be unarmored and in close proximity to the Acheron. Fortunately, the study of the chemical processes taking place in the Acheron has allowed us to synthesize an easily administrable and highly effective biochemical compound. The treatment is highly individual and requires a fresh supply of mutagens. Did we just discover another way to cure the oniric delirium? I'm not entirely sure what's going on there.
Did you know that a lifetime ago, I was part of the Phoenix Project? When the mist came, I waited and waited to be activated, but the call never came. I thought I'd been abandoned. I didn't understand how bad things were at Phoenix Point, but without Tobias, I would have died. People think he's some kind of dictator, and I understand why. He has a vision and the means to realize it. We're not... Speaking entirely for myself, an alliance between the Phoenix Project and New Jericho would bring together everything Then I'm sure you will accept this little contribution from a former operative.
After dozens of attempts, we have finally discovered a way to make the Acheron spray useful in grenade form, compact and efficient. The Vita grenade has the power to heal all within the cloud. Our troop shuttle is ready to head back to Australia, but we are going to leave 3 troopers behind as a garrison for Antarctica until the security stations can come online. The merging of armor-piercing technology with our turret technology has led to new turrets that surpass expectations, potentially capable of bringing down even larger Pandorans. They're basically armor-piercing. I've discovered that a whole team dedicated to paralyzation is very, very effective at doing haven defenses in short amount of time. So we have a well-stocked larder, and basically our capture crew are now the team that do all the haven defenses, and we're only really defending New Jericho havens. The troop shuttle just left, and unfortunately we can't respond to this haven defense, so New Jericho is going to lose a satellite relay, but there isn't anything I can do about it. We won't get there in time. Oh no, Phoenix base under attack. It was the Scylla. The Scylla that we captured has been acting as a beacon to pull all the Pandorans within the region. I recommend that we terminate the creature as soon as our researchers are done with it. We've been keeping it as a trophy, poking it with the stun prods. We are not purging our larder. We need these resources to build the last run of weapons and all of the stuff that we need to run into the end game. So we are going to keep these, and I just really hope that they can't escape. The Scylla is in containment here, but I have a very competent garrison waiting for such an event. At the very start of the campaign, we recovered 2 of these Cmdr hovercraft. One was made into the capture vehicle, and the other one was made into the War Spider. Now this one is all about supporting the health of the team. It's got a cure spray, it can restore their armor, and it also has gigantic lasers. Garrison's doctor, so he will stay close to the spider and pull resources from it as he needs them. Charles's hobby is blacksmithing, and he just loves a hammer. James Lawrence, aka Kermit. Oh dear. I really like that helmet. I just wish it wasn't so goddamn terrible stats-wise. As we discovered last time when we captured our friend Troublemaker, is that they have his DNA on bank, so they're just going to keep printing versions of him, and this time it seems we have a Siren Troublemaker. Damn. Got a lot of armor, that's for sure, but the War Spider doesn't care so much about armor because it will just overcome it. It's basically got 2 Cmdr sniper rifles bolted to the side. As I mentioned in the briefing, we have the ability to restore our troopers' armor as well. Headshot, but I think one of the bolts wasted its energy on that barrier.
Ready, willing, and able.
Okay, now we don't have the best equipment here, but I am confident these guys can hold their own. They were left here early on in the campaign with the express orders of not letting anything through the front door after this place was badly infested.
Ready. I'm on the move.
They also defended Phoenix, Australia at the very start of the campaign, so they are no strangers to defending Phoenix Point property.
Eyes peeled.
Got a chance to shoot the grenade launcher off here. And we have success. Great. We will overwatch Mr. Troublemaker, who has
Finger on the trigger.
an unusual shape this time. Bulging acid chest. And we will keep it at arm's length. Wild spray there with the armor-piercing Jericho rifle.
Hostile injured but alive.
Now our armor isn't the greatest, but I did try to give them the best weapons that we have. Go. No good. Charles, Mr. Hammer. Hammer time. He's going to wait there until anyone tries to approach the main entrance. And then we also have 6 Phoenix Guard.
Let's rock. Going in.
Reinforcements have arrived. And we have to survive 5 turns in total. As long as nothing major happens, as long as they don't bust out our Scylla, oh, maybe it could just break out. Is there a chance? What? Or would it already be here being really angry? I actually kind of want to see it in my base now. I don't know if this team could handle it, though. It is a super armored version. We just blasted his rifle out of his hands. The Triton's like, well, I'm going to use my blood-sucking hooks now. Troublemaker mimic. Trying to ram those giant arm blades into the side of the War Spider. Beautiful green color for the garrison of Phoenix Forward Command. Alright, we blew its arm off. Just under 200 damage. But it's left the armor intact because it's acting like a super sniper. So we need to find a way to shred it or use another sniper itself. We take off the other arm.
Didn't it?
Dr. Carl, try and get that. Good shot. And Overwatch.
Holding position.
And we have no chance of Umbra
Receiving.
because these guys are delirium free. They've never fought in a misty zone. Oh, it looks like one of them has some delirium, a tiny little amount. Probably brought that with him. Fire starter.
On my way.
We need to destroy this thing. Then next up, we need to take out this thing. Standard Phoenix, standard Bandit rifle won't do much at all through that armor. Let's try a large burst here, aiming for the leg. It would have been nice to cripple his leg, but no luck. Let's set up the Overwatch. A room full of Overwatch. Cure Cloud? We might be able to get rid of some of that virus. It was only 1 point, but it works. Dr. Carl is now virus free. We could dash Mr. Hammer Time over here to finish off the Siren. He would be exposed, but I'm pretty sure the team can cover him. And Phoenix Guard are almost into the main entrance. They're on their way. Half the team are heading here. The other 3 Phoenix Guard are heading to the hangar to try and intercept any worms or myrmidons.
Catch me if you can.
Like the wind.
Be there.
No sooner than we kill one Siren and another arrives. A second. Ooh, there was one hiding around the corner. Very sneaky. That does leave our friends on the ground floor exposed to mind control, and they do succumb. Double shot there from Dr. Carl. Preemptive fire against the Arthur champion. Overwatch fire preemptively. What else you got? You got a charge? No. Opening fire. Dr. Carl reinfected with 1 point of virus. And the return fire blowing off that Arthur's weapon. It's charging, is it? Or is it just going to cover? And we have small targets burrowing towards the hangar.
Eyes peeled.
We don't want to shoot Mr. Hammer Time. But we do want to shoot that ugly mug. Set up the Overwatch there, hopefully killing them off. We can absolutely nail this thing with a double laser blast. We've regained control of Mr. Hammer Time, have we? Or is he still mind controlled? No, he's not. Let's finish it off with a second blast. Technician with remote control would just go ham with one of those. Basically can't miss. No line of sight for the Phoenix Guard, so we'll set up Overwatch.
Ready.
Yeah, our main concern are those sirens, but we'll make sure that we cover each target individually with one form of Overwatch. This one should be able to be taken out. And then we need to Overwatch here. I believe there's a Mind Fragger. There he is. Let's Overwatch Mr. Hammer Time so he doesn't get snagged. Reload the heavy.
Loading.
Let's step over and block him so he doesn't take fire from these Arthurans. We could hunker down just to increase the chances of decently blocking it without taking damage. We want to take that head. Accuracy is much better with the Phoenix rifle, but this will be more effective. Double burst, taking off that head. We still have enough for a quick aim, and we will use that as Overwatch.
I'll keep my eyes open. Ready to engage.
Nice chest shot here, or should we take the easy target? We hit him, unable to take off the shield, setting up the
Holding
Overwatch.
position.
Phoenix Guard are stationed in the hangar. We will stop this advance. Actually, no. We won't waste it on worms, in case there is a second wave. These guys can take a few worms. Just cover that guy near the console. And you watch them just appear behind us. Up on the railing. Alright, the rest of the Phoenix Guard overwatching.
Nothing will get past me.
Alright, we have Myrmidons. So a little bit harder for the Phoenix Guard. Both shots there from the Overwatch landing. Dr. Carl unable to get a target. Phoenix Guard finishing off that siren as it tried to crawl along the floor. Spit in the face, but the return fire from Firestarter finishing off any threat. Mindfragger taken out. Not sure who he was going for, but it doesn't matter, it's dead. Tyrant Champion able to get some accurate fire on Dr. Carl. Another Mindfragger. But the Overwatch, I believe that was from Adriana. Saving Hammerman from a kiss. Let's cure that spray. Spray that cure. Let's move a little bit closer. Place some peekaboo around the corner. We might even get through the shield and kill him. Nope. Totally vaporized the shield.
Ready to rock.
And we have one more target here hiding behind the corner. He's terrified Arthrin. So we get to smack him. And again next turn. We don't need to worry about the Myrmidons. Oh, kill it. Kill it. And that should win it for us. Alright, we learned a new lesson. If you capture a Scylla, just have a giant cook-up. Trying to help this Cmdr Haven if I can get this Manticore here in time. And it's been infested. Well, I guess we're going in hot. An infested haven that's just literally been turned. It might be interesting to see. We have arrived at the newly infested haven. We brought with us the stealth scarab this time. I would have preferred the fire support, but we didn't have much choice. We just used available forces. The attack was pretty advanced when I discovered it. Loading up Doomgal, one of our snipers. Omar, you know what to do. You've done this before. Delirium is very high. Warhound, Delirium's on its way up as well.
Let's make this happen.
We're going to put Omar inside the stealth scarab. Try and see how far we can advance before we are discovered. See if we can get a quick kill on this. I don't like my chances. We can already see a defender up on the rooftops. Cmdr Haven will be a little bit easier, I think, in the infestation mission. There are more access points to the main building. We have something in this room here. We don't want to keep our heavy isolated for too long. Okay, we have Chirons, Defenders, Arthrons, Mist Towers. Flying bugs, non-stop reinforcements. We better hurry. Now, if you've enjoyed this series, make sure you hit the like button and hit subscribe. We are coming very close to the end. Not long now. I can taste the final battle on the horizon. So really, I am just furiously choosing the right technologies to take into this final fight, thinking about how I want to do it. I've cross-classed a few of my most important soldiers into what I think will be good classes. I have not played Terror from the Void, so I'm not used to the different changes to the classes and how cross-classing works. But I think we're going to make some interesting builds. That siren just came out of nowhere. The stealth scarab is going to take a battering here. We don't have a way to repair it. I didn't really make technicians a part of my doctrine. I just used them as required. Warhound to the rescue. She is now a heavy berserker. With an array of weapons choices. She's got a Hell Cannon, the Grom Autocannon, a Deceptor MG, backpack rocket launcher, personal defense weapon. She's proficient with melee. She can basically do all the war fighting. I was hoping there for a stun, it didn't work. Let's dismount some help. Free of charge thanks to rapid deployment on the Scarab. And we'll put them right next to the Siren. I'm also trying to smash this wall down here to expose this defender, but it's not working for us. Alright, my friend Omar, get out there and help Warhound.
Here I come.
I think it's best we free up this defender, and then we can use their action next turn. Omar can use a pistol, a shotgun, and a heavy weapon. So between the two heavies, we've got a nice array of weaponry available. And Omar is a heavy assault, so benefits from things like kill and run and quick aim on their proficient weapons. Can fire a pistol for free, can fire a shotgun for 1 action, or the heavy for 2 actions, which will be very useful in certain situations. Could we rage blast with a pistol? That would be a huge waste, but we'll try it anyway. It's a pretty funny skill to use. It doesn't always work, and it's best against massive targets. Deadeye, welcome to the battlefield. We are surrounded on all sides, so I need to make this turn count. Head over here and set an overwatch up through the doorway. Anything that tries to come through that door will get blasted. It looks like we have a defender and a mind fragger up in the building over there. Top left of screen. Doomgal. You might be better off heading over here to the defender. Use the shotgun to shoot off the mind fragger. Does look like there's another one right behind him. Oh shit! Return fire at point blank range. Fortunately, Doomgal's armor, 30 damage, shred of 1.
I'm ready.
Did we get shredded at all? We took no damage at all. Excellent. Well, I'm not going to complain. Theoretically, we should have at least taken shred damage. Siren is still a problem, but Repo. The Warlord Repo. He's still got his claw hands. We just can't get rid of that malice. It's been sort of a boon for Takeshi, but not so much for Repo. It really affected his accuracy. And I tried to overcome that by giving him a new helmet, and it just hasn't paid off. So I've just given him shotgun-style weapons. He's even got a bandit assault rifle, just assuming that we're going to fight at close range. Trying to get a frag up here to get rid of this poison worm. But it won't work. Now we also have the Redemptor shotgun. Someone asked me, do the guns jam? And no, they don't. The marketplace weapons no longer jam in Terror from the Void, but you do have to buy ammo for them. And in the early stages of the campaign, that could be very expensive. But mostly, at the start, we've scavenged a lot of our ammunition, and now we're at the point where I can afford it, as long as I'm sparing with it. I think 2 shots from the shotgun will kill this thing. It's like a poor man's shredding shotgun. It shreds, but next turn. I wonder, will that mind fragger go for the defender straight away? It's right there. And I think... Oh, and Repo is also an assault heavy now, so he can benefit from hunker down, return fire, all those sorts of things. So I tried to lean into the synergy with the assault trooper, being fast, but also trying to alleviate some of the problems Repo has with being lightly armored compared to his other assault friends. Because Repo was found in an event at the very start of the campaign, the sole survivor of a haven. And he was our premier salvage and recovery trooper. But he did really come into his own in actual combat. So it's pretty safe to say that unless something really bad happens to him, he'll be coming to the last mission with us. But the loss of Troublemaker shows that I am not immune to death, and neither are my soldiers. That got through the armor, but not as bad as it would have been if we hadn't have hunkered down. Defender getting hit by his own friend, still wearing a mind fragger. Oh, there's a sniper in the window. Jesus Christ, that defender's gonna die. Deadeye just got mind fragged after getting poisoned. And now that Arthur is safe to move across the doorway. Returned fire from Omar with a pistol. Second mind fragger taking control of Repo. No! Because that defender was going to die, so the mind fragger didn't waste its time. That just won't do. I think we just blew Repo's head off. But Doomgal does not tolerate the Xeno. We 100% blew Repo's head off then.
I'm going.
Oh shit. Here I am saying he's going to come to the last mission and I do crazy stuff like that.
Enemy kill.
Scarab's parked up nicely. Managed to stay pretty safe. Now this is a venomous one. So I think I just want to cripple it.
On my way.
Or completely delete it with the heavy. That will also delete it. I think I'm going to have to bash it. Oh, a pistol shot to the torso. A shotgun shot to the torso is able to cripple it. Let's make use of the rockets. Like our last infestation, we are going to breach through the ceiling. And I believe it'll be easier here because this building has a large skylight on the roof. Go inside here. That would be silly. Alright, I think we should be able to get some rockets up onto the roof. We don't have as long range as the fire support Scarab. So I think if we take out and try and hit in here. The first rocket will probably explode on the glass, but I think the second might make it in. Nope and nope, but we did manage to make the hole much larger. Poison worm. Second poison worm. Alright, he's gone away to explode. That's great. Oh, the grenade. The grenade. Repo's hunker down really did pay off.
No!
Not. He's poisoned, he's bleeding, he's got no face. He's like, please don't bring me to the last mission. I'd rather stay home for that one. There are a lot of Pandorans here. And again, Doomgal's armor is impenetrable. More poisonous worms. Oh my god, I forgot about the sniper again. We're just standing out in the open. Repo, 66 hit points. Get yourself some first aid. Barely able to see, his visor covered with his own blood. Doomgal's like, hey, I saved you, it counts. But they are going to stick together now. and they may just have to be the rear guard here while the two heavies, our experienced heavies,
Standing by.
breach through the roof. I might want to get Deadeye over this side as well. Keep them together. Warhound smashing the worm. Then try and shoot the face of this thing. Not able to secure the kill. Let's move a little bit closer. This may increase our chances of making a hit. Rockets away. Yep, we hit it.
Arms online.
Now, the worms and mind fraggers just all come screaming out of the building.
What's the plan?
Deadeye needs some first aid as well. I need to try and get to that defender to shoot the mind fragger off. Ah, there's a Cmdr assault here. We can try it with him.
On my way.
Alright, it's good. We're starting to get the numbers advantage. But, now that my turn's over, I have again realized there is a sniper behind us. I think Doomgal will be in the firing line. Standing in the window. But we need to keep pressing forward.
Zooming in.
Let's quick aim the shotgun.
Got luck tempting to acquire target.
And then finish this off, hoping to will shock the sniper. Plus we have worms above our heads in the room that Doomgal and Repo are in. Missed absolutely everywhere. I think that Myrmidon finally exploded. Oh, it's a Myrmidon. Shit. Ah, Doomgal is out of action. Crippled arm, right arm. Whatever that weapon is, it's terrible against heavy armor. It's the virus version of the Arthrin gun, but it's shit. It's not doing anything. The sniper missing. Thankfully, Repo panicking. He can't see anything. He's infected with the virus. His friend shot him in the face.
Moving.
Right, that should quell its ambition somewhat.
Here.
We have the numbers advantage. I could get these guys up onto the roof, into the building, and then if they get melted by the infestation's power, that's okay, because they're not my guys. We haven't activated the worm eggs yet. Let's put some more rockets through the ceiling. Ooh, something big explosion.
Ready for action.
I'm listening.
Get the assault up this side. I need my mist repellers.
Got you.
Let's have a peek around this corner here. I think I will dash.
Gotta keep on pushing.
And the way I saw it is that dash kind of works out like quick aim for a heavy, because they can move a little bit further to get into a position to fire with 3 actions still. I mean, it's not a direct comparison, but that's how I felt it would play out. And with a heavy having better accuracy at close range, I felt that dash was a great synergy. Despite them having jetpacks, and then conversely, when I have a heavy assault, they will have kill and run, which lets them get away from danger. I just feel like quick aim, you're more likely to use it every turn, because you're like, oh yeah, achieve action.
Hard to shoot like this.
But there have been a few moments through the campaign where it's left me short on willpower, being so gung-ho.
Comms online.
Alright, we are being flanked by something mysterious. Let's head over here. We have a Triton with an armor-piercing assault rifle. Can't quite destroy it. We might just shoot its regeneration arm. Then step back. Can't quite get into full cover. Stealth Scarab can't do much to help you now. Alright, so the infestation is preparing. All the eggs will explode next turn. We cannot get to the top level. Let's try and get some stand up on the solar panel. Get away, worm! More insects arriving. Poison worm also bearing down on our injured troops. Now, if we can just kill this thing, we don't have to worry so much about the Pandorans, but I do not want to lose my Scarab. Oh, Fireworm, good. We can use that. Oh, Repo being stung again. More damage. I've noticed a trend happening here with Repo. He's either the best trooper in the whole team, or he's the worst. He just has some bad luck. When the luck goes his way, though, he's just brutal. Oh, that's a decent amount of virus, and with that Triton just around the corner, that is not a good position for Deadeye to be in. And we still have this sniper here, causing issues for the injured friends in that room. It just can't get its accuracy together, though. Thankfully. Return fire from the Hell Cannon. What's the Triton going to do? He's going for our other troops, thankfully. Choosing to heal himself.
Repositioning. I hope this works.
Doomgal will capture this Myrmidon. It's all she can do. Right, now it's time to put some damage on this infestation node. That would be a super silly thing to do, unless I can guarantee to kill it this turn. I think I can. I know I can. Shit. I was going to use Rage Burst. Oh, shit. Alright, well, we've got enough. We have enough actions here to kill it. But that is another example of why you should always look before you leap.
Hope I don't miss.
Yeah, we're done for. Excellent. Infestation down.
Neutralized.
There were a few survivors and a couple of soldiers who were lucky to get mind fragged during the initial attack. They want us for something else, and we know what they're going to do with our dead bodies. We destroyed the monstrosity, and around 1,100 of the Haven survivors were saved, and they have been relocated. As with the first infested Haven, your operatives encounter another temple to the horrors that took possession of the infected. In the corner on the floor sits a man, seemingly lost in thought, a strange weapon lying in front of him. The extraordinary bioengineered gun appears to still be alive. Our soldiers gave it some sustenance from Pandoran corpses, and it regained full functionality. and there is a citadel nearby, no doubt responsible for that attack. The capabilities and behavior of this creature are so narrowly focused that we can only assume that some extraordinary intelligence is coordinating the mutation process.
Consider the individual human being. So much processing capacity, so much knowledge, all wrapped up in flesh and bone, unique, inviolate, impossible to duplicate. We are remarkable, are we not? That is the source of our power, and of my current headache. I need access to a specific individual. Only this individual has the knowledge and abilities I need. His name is Ravi Chowdhury.
If we do this mission,
I'm transmitting his coordinates as we speak.
we are now on the road to a full alliance with New Jericho, and I think that that is probably the best option, considering what we are facing. Ugothian entity research is almost complete. Our analysis of the antediluvian text, combined with the knowledge gathered by Phoenix Project over the course of the last century, has forced us to acknowledge a shocking truth. The war against Earth is being waged by an alien entity. This being of unimaginable age and power is located on Yugoth, the 9th planet of our solar system. About 1.8 million years ago, it planted a bioweapon on an asteroid on a collision trajectory with Earth, the Pandora virus, intended to radically transform the Earth's ecosystem to the advantage of the Ugothian entity. The entity communicates with its creatures via some form of quasi-telepathic signal, and evidence suggests that some human beings are sensitive to these transmissions, explaining the occurrence of the name Yugoth and variations thereof in the works of artists such as H.P. Lovecraft. This presumably represents an earlier, less powerful expression of the phenomenon we know as the Onaric
Finally,
delirium.
we knew our enemy. The Pandora virus was only a tool. It was the hand that wielded it that truly mattered. The creature we came to call the Ugothian entity. It was old, perhaps older than the solar system itself. On Yugoth, the 9th planet, it lay waiting. For thousands of years, it slept in the outer darkness. But when Yugoth's orbit approached the Earth, it expelled the seeds of our destruction. Its mind reached out, haunting our dreams, infesting our stories. Its ultimate purpose was to transform our world into its own, to recreate whatever long-lost abyss it had come from. Its creatures were already assembling a new body it could inhabit. And when they were done, when the Ugothian entity came to Earth, nothing could stand in its way.
Finally, we have revealed the true enemy behind the Pandora virus, the Ugothian entity. For New Jericho, this is excellent news. Finally, a war with clear sides, and they know which side they're on. For Cmdr, it's now a question of philosophy, as always, and the disciples of Anu have no official statement on any parallels between the Ugothian entity and their so-called dead god. The liturgy of divine flesh draws close, and they have more important things to worry about. Director, the Onaric delirium is a signal that has to cross at least 90 billion kilometers to reach us. That would take days traveling at light speed. The energy cost of delivering this signal to every infected human on planet, it's impossible. So, how do you explain it then? There must be infrastructure here on Earth. Something to receive the signal, transform it, augment it, a network of relays that is powered locally. Okay. So we need to find the launch codes, complete virophage weaponry research, and research the Ugothian receptacle. We are on the home stretch, my friends. If you want to see how the war pans out, hit the like button, hit subscribe, and make sure you join us next time for Phoenix Point's Terror from the Void. Commander Tyrael, out.